Welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in so long, but I'm back. I'm back-ish. I'm using natural light to record this video right now, and I have a feeling that the sun is going down because it's already 3 o'clock. So I'm just gonna make this video real quick and we're gonna move on. I'm asked to talk about a little bit about how I feel about the Bptc, like my experience with the Bptc. And so I thought I'll just make a quick video so we can like discuss that quickly. I have different videos coming out as well with other people's perspective, but this is mine. So as you guys know, I started doing the Bptc, which is the bar which we do before you become a barrister, so you can qualify as a barrister. I started that in September. So during the Bptc you have a couple of courses, you have like courses that you do, obviously modules that you do, obviously, which is the same as any other course that you basically do, but in this module we have like 12 modules with 12 exams. You have skill-based exams, and then you have knowledge-based exams. So the skills-based exams are things like advocacy, which is criminal, civil, family advocacy. Then you have written ones as well, such as opinion writing and drafting. And then you have the knowledge-based ones, which are the central exams, or not all the central exams, but some of them are central exams, such as ADR, which is alternative dispute resolution, as well as civil lit, and which is civil litigation, and then you have criminal litigation as well. So altogether they create, and then you have your electives. My electives are commercial and family law, and then altogether that creates like 12 exams that you have to do during the year. So our exams are currently ongoing. I feel like the exposure is a bit too bright, so I'm gonna down that a little bit. Yeah, I hope that's a bit better. I can't really see properly, but yeah, so that's what we do. We have 12 exams. Currently we've already sat one. We are sitting one again soon, and then so during the year you're seeing exams, whilst all the lectures, seminars and whatnot are going on, you're seeing the exam, which can be really annoying. Only because it's annoying because you obviously you want to do well in class, so you understand what's going on, and you want to do well in the exams as well. So it's kind of like how do I balance my time, which is something that I hate about the Bptc, because for years we've been doing exams like after all our seminars and lectures and whatnot. After we've finished everything, we can consolidate, we can revise, and then we do the exams. So going from that to doing exams during the course is quite difficult. I've had a little bit of like it's difficult. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, it's difficult. So having to do that is very difficult, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, couldn't you wait? Like, I'm sure you could have waited. Like, but anyways, that's my experience. That's how I feel about it. Also, because obviously I'm doing my course in Nottingham, so it's completely different to all the other providers. It's a bit different. They teach differently, obviously, as well. So that's kind of like, ooh, you know what I mean? Sometimes during this course, obviously you have your main tutor, and then you have the other tutors that teach you and stuff. I've had quite difficulty feeling. I found it very difficult to actually ask for help, which is something that I've never had before in my previous courses. I've never had the issue of being able to ask for help, whilst this time around I felt quite like I couldn't ask for help. I couldn't ask for seminar tutors in civil to explain things like multiple times to me. As you guys know, I'm not English, I'm Dutch, so sometimes sometimes it takes me a minute for me to understand like, oh, what is being said, or what's being meant. And as much as my spoken English is quite alright, obviously your written English has to be on par as well. And if you don't understand what's being said or what's being taught, understand what you're being taught, and you don't understand when you have to write down, for example, opinion, it comes out very understandable because you didn't understand it in the first place for you to be writing it. So I did have quite an issue with that as well. And if I don't understand, I've had asked people around me, the group of people that I have around me, like the group of normally when you go into like law and stuff, it's quite competitive. Like everybody wants to do well, obviously, and they don't want to help you do well because they want to do well themselves. But in this particular situation, or the group of friends that I have around me, I've had a chance to ask them for help when I don't understand it, and I love that. Like I've not had that as much over the years than I have had this year round. So I'm just like, oh, I like you. You understand that we can both do well. Like it doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter if just what, like if one person does well doesn't mean that you didn't do well. And I feel like this group of people do understand that as well. I felt how I feel about doing the Bptc. I feel like it's a good course. I'm not gonna knock it down and say it's not a good course. It's a really, really good course. I just feel like certain bits could have done differently. For example, with civil lit and stuff like that. Like, in my opinion, if civil lit is not something that you want to do, I feel like you should be able to opt out. Not opt out in the sense of like you don't do anything at all, but like opt out in the sense of you do the basic exam. And if you don't want to do like extras, like for example, you get taught obviously civil lit, what you need for the civil lit, what you need from the syllabus, and you get taught like extra bits that are not on the syllabus just for your own bank of knowledge. And sometimes I'm just like, this is not what I want to do. So when we're coming to a seminar, when we're coming to a lecture that's not on the syllabus, it kind of defeats the purpose for me, because I could have used that hour to do something else, or to like revise for something or something like that. So sometimes I'm just like, maybe you should have not done that for me, because that's not what I want and that's not what I want to do. So maybe not. But then again, obviously, if people are around that want to do civil, it makes it easier for them because they come to understand what they're working for or working towards. But I feel like that's what the options are for, so don't give me extra, you know what I mean? But yeah, so in that sense, I'm like, you know, I have been enjoying civil advocacy. So I really enjoy criminal at the moment. I'm coming to understand criminal a little bit better as well. So I'm just like, maybe. But yeah, so that's my opinion. I feel really happy that I'm doing the Bptc. I feel like the changes that are coming on might be a little bit better might be a little bit better. But we will see how it goes, isn't it? Because quite a few things are changing. So I feel like it might better the course. But then again, I do want to mention or make sure that you understand that I'm doing my course at a different provider, and not everybody is doing their course at the same providers. And every provider has a bit of autonomy and a bit of control to change things. It's a little bit like, not everybody does the same options. For example, it's a bit different. It's not as academic as I thought it would be. Well, I knew that it wasn't going to be really academic in terms of how you write your for example, opinion. We just did opinion, so I feel like I'm happy to talk about that. But yeah, so like with opinion, you as it says, you're writing your opinion about a particular, the merits of a case, for example. So most times it is a bit different than writing an essay on, or a dissertation on a law, or how it could be different more, so you're applying it a bit more than you would normally do. I can't wait for my options to start. I feel like after my options I would be so happy as well. Like I would have a little bit of time to myself. And also the exams are coming, like all the exams are literally so, they're spread out but they're also very close together at the same time, only because I feel like it feels close together only because you haven't got like time at home to just revise, and you're still going on with your lectures and seminars and stuff like that, so it can be a little bit difficult sometimes. But yeah, so that's how I feel about the Bptc. I'm happy I'm doing it. I enjoy it. Parts of it, I don't enjoy all parts of it, but I have it, quite a lot of it. I definitely enjoy criminal advocacy, criminal advocacy. The fact that this course is a professional practice course, you would think that a lot of it wouldn't be basically a memory test, but it is mostly a memory test. Like a lot of it is a memory test, apart from the skill-based exams. They are quite memory tests, and I feel like that doesn't belong as much, because in practice you would, even though you would have like the basic knowledge, in practice you would have the opportunity to open your book if you've forgotten certain parts, and just open your book and just go and read it again. So I feel like it doesn't really fit in with the notion of actually being a barrister. But other than that, I really enjoy it. So thank you so much for sitting here and listening to my experience doing the Bptc and how I feel about the Bptc. I hope I didn't like scare you away from it, because it is a great course, and you do learn a lot about yourself as well. Like I learned so much about myself and how I deal with stress. I'm not a nice person, stressed out. I've learned that a lot, and I'm learning to deal with stress a bit differently. So yeah, like I feel like the Bptc is very intense. You learn a lot about yourself, and you make, I feel like I've made friends for a lifetime. And doing the Bptc as well, you're applying for pupilages. If you haven't done that prior to it, you can obviously, during it, you're applying again or applying for the first time. So yeah, just go, if you're going to do the Bptc, go with the flow and try and plan as much as possible ahead. And I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye guys.